Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're taking a look at all the unforgettable events that broke the internet. And you might want to grab some popcorn because we're starting with heart-stopping movie moments that captured our collective attention.
Hiya, Georgie.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 movie moments that broke the internet.
First time.
One of those rare smiles that you may come across 4 or 5 times in life.
Thank you. It's my old tux from prom.
Oh, that's great. I dropped out of high school, went to work.
For this list, we'll be looking at various scenes from popular 2010s films that were memed, popularized, and widely discussed on the World Wide Web. Did you partake in any of these internet-breaking discussions? Now, let's break the internet together. Number 20. Rick Dalton points at the TV. Once upon a time in Hollywood. You never really know what the internet will get a hold of. One scene in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sees Rick and Cliff watching one of Rick's old TV shows. While lounging in his chair, Rick sits up, snaps, and points at the TV to signal his upcoming appearance.
Whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
The internet thought that this was just the funniest thing, and a new meme was born. The meme began on Twitter before spreading to Reddit and other reaches of the internet and is typically used to display recognition. Dozens upon dozens of examples have been made, each with the screenshot of Rick, or in the meme's case, the writer, pointing at the TV in excitement. Number 19. Godzilla Powers Up. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. This film was met with quite a lot of hype before its release in May of 2019. Luckily, the movie did not disappoint. In one particularly amazing sequence, Godzilla powers up and unleashes multiple atomic waves against Ghidorah, turning its multiple heads into drifting dust. He then explodes in a bright nuclear blast, decimating both Ghidorah and the surrounding buildings. Godzilla then emerges from the rubble and is recognized as the king of the monsters by the other kaiju. It's arguably the most badass scene in a movie full of badass scenes, and it certainly got the internet talking. Both diehard kaiju fans and casual Godzilla viewers bowed to the filmmakers, recognizing the thrilling spectacle on display. Number 18. Shirtless Kylo Ren. Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Do you have something, a cowl or something you can put on?
There was a lot of talk surrounding The Last Jedi. The Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic user scores drew particular attention, and the movie was enormously divisive. But there was one thing that everyone agreed on. Adam Driver is one good-looking dude. Kylo Ren appears shirtless in one sequence, and the internet collectively gasped in amazement. They began referring to Kylo as Ben Swolo, leading to various Twitter reactions and memes regarding the shirtless actor. This movie is filled with extravagant special effects, but the best bit of eye candy was a muscular male body.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Number 17. Keanu Reeves. Always Be My Maybe.
So where's your man? Oh, there he is.
The internet loves some Keanu Reeves, and suffice to say, almost no one expected him to show up in a Netflix rom-com. In Always Be My Maybe, Reeves plays a pretentious version of himself, serving as the new boyfriend of Sasha Tron. The actor took a short break from shooting John Wick 3 to be in the movie, and he even offered Randall Park some ideas for the credits song, I Punched Keanu Reeves.
I'm telling you for real, I punched Neo. He could duck bullets, but he couldn't duck me.
He also improvised with the other actors, and it was he who decided to wear lensless glasses. Reeves helped elevate the already great movie, and the internet was left in sheer delight.
I didn't know you wore glasses.
Oh, I don't. My eyes are perfect. This is for a part. They don't even have lenses in them. See?
Oh.
It's one of the best and most surprising cameos in recent cinema memory. Number 16. I'm the Captain Now. Captain Phillips. This thriller saw the inexperienced Barkhad Abdi starring as the head pirate Abduwale Muse. Abdi had never acted before and was working as a limo driver, DJ, and phone salesman when he attended a casting call for the movie. He got the role, and what a debut it was. Abdi received an Academy Award nomination, and his improvised line, "I'm the captain now," sparked endless memes on the internet.
Hey! Look at me. Sure. Look at me. Sure. I'm the captain now.
Variations of the meme spread throughout Reddit, Imgur, Funny Junk, and Tumblr, most of which used a "look at me, I'm the X now" template. It takes a special kind of talent to upstage Tom Hanks, and Barkhad Abdi is that special kind of talent. Number 15, The Last Ride, Furious 7. Furious 7 was one of the best films in the franchise. Its production was marked by tragedy, however, with star Paul Walker dying in a car crash in November 2013. He was in the midst of filming Furious 7, and his face was later imposed over physical stand-ins, including Walker's brothers Caleb and Cody. The most famous scene of the movie is its ending, in which Dom says goodbye to a retiring Brian.
It's never goodbye.
The scene was also a goodbye to Walker himself. Playing over the sequence is Wiz Khalifa's "See You Again," which was written as a tribute to Walker.
You'll always be with me. And you'll always be my brother.
It's a beautiful scene, and the internet thought it a very touching eulogy to the late actor. Number 14, Time in a Bottle, X-Men Days of Future Past. Earning stellar reviews and multiple accolades, X-Men Days of Future Past is widely regarded as one of, if not the best movie in the X-Men series. The movie's technical filmmaking was lauded, with many critics and fans singling out the iconic Time in a Bottle sequence.
Save time in a bottle. The first thing that I'd like to do.
The scene sees Quicksilver zipping around a kitchen, causing people to punch themselves in the face, stealing hats, and moving bullets. It was by far the most popular scene from the film, and the clip has accumulated millions of views on YouTube. The craft, humor, creativity, and imaginative visuals were all praised, and it instantly became one of the most famous scenes in superhero fiction. And that's saying a lot.
Thanks, kid.
Number 13, Darth Vader, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This tragic Star Wars prequel was released immediately after the lighthearted and traditional The Force Awakens. It certainly made for a jarring tonal shift. The end of Rogue One sees most of the protagonists dying, and in one particularly famous scene, Darth Vader slaughters a group of rebel troops. The scene works perfectly on its own, but it's also a wonderful bit of fan service harkening back to the original trilogy and one of cinema's greatest villains. The sequence is pure Star Wars, and it may even have generated the most discussion and excitement from the Disney era of movies. Yes, even more than a shirtless Adam Driver. Number 12, Messages from Home, Interstellar.
Cooper.
Messages span 23 years.
Play it from the beginning.
This Christopher Nolan space epic is certainly filled with bombastic and imaginative sequences, including the famous docking scene.
Come on, Tars.
But it still finds time for humanity, and that is perfectly represented through the Messages from Home scene. Due to time dilation, Cooper's brief foray on the ocean planet actually spans 23 years back on Earth, and Cooper watches 2 decades worth of video messages from home while displaying incredible emotion.
You once told me that when you came back we might be the same age. And today I'm the age you were when you left. So it would be a real good time for you to come back.
The scene is heartbreaking, and it was rightfully regarded as one of the year's best sequences. But it also turned into a meme, and Matthew McConaughey reaction videos was born. Perhaps the most popular is the one that sees Cooper reacting to the Force Awakens trailer. Number 11, Jessica, Only Child, Illinois, Chicago, Parasite. It's not often that Best Picture winners set the internet alight, but Parasite proved the exception. And while the film was filled with tons of great sequences, it was a simple jingle that went viral.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고. 선배는 김치모, 그는 네 사촌.
Ki Jung is scamming the Park family with her brother Ki Woo, and to remember her fake backstory, she creates a little mnemonic jingle with Ki Woo.
근데 연기력도 연기력이지만 이 댁 식구들은 참 잘 속아, 그지?
사모님이 특히 좀 거시기하지.
맞아.
The two recite the jingle one last time before entering the Park household, and for some reason, the internet really took a liking to it. The scene was parodied and memed. Actress Park So-dam taught viewers how to sing the tune, and the song was even available to download on the official Parasite website. It's amazing what a clever mnemonic device can do.
가, 외동딸, 1, 2, 노이, 시카고. 과 선배는 김치모, 그는 네 사촌. Ding dong.
Number 10. The Argument, Marriage Story. Like Parasite, Marriage Story isn't the type of movie to go viral. But it did, thanks primarily to the proliferation of Netflix and the incredible cast.
You want to present yourself as a victim because it's a good legal strategy? Fine, but you and I both know you chose this life!
The memes also helped. In the movie's most famous sequence, Nicole and Charlie enter into a vicious argument that eventually has Charlie wishing that Nicole would die. The scene garnered instant attention, with the internet at large praising the performances of Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay. I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
Driver's red, screaming face became the de facto image of the movie, and the scene gave rise to a 4-panel meme that ended with Driver punching the wall. And therein lies the power of good acting.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Number 9. The Stairway Dance, Joker. The Stairway Dance is unique and fun enough to elicit thousands of copycats, and it was filmed in a real location. Like the famous Rocky steps, this scene was begging to be copied over and over and over and over again. The stairs are located in the Bronx, New York, and are located near the 167th Street station. They are now crowded with tourists, many of whom recreate the Joker's bizarre dance down the steps, some of them dressed in Joker attire themselves. Its legacy is yet to be seen, but like the Rocky steps, we wouldn't be surprised if fans are recreating this scene 40 years into the future. Number 8. The Sunken Place, Get Out. This movie came out of nowhere, and despite its less than $5 million budget, it ended up grossing over $250 million at the worldwide box office. It's hard to pinpoint what exactly struck a chord with mainstream audiences, but many praised the movie's commentary on the black experience in America.
Do they know I'm black?
No. Should they?
This is visualized to absolute perfection in The Sunken Place, which is where Missy Armitage sends Chris's consciousness after hypnotizing him.
Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
The dehumanizing theme of The Sunken Place, the haunting music, and its unique visuals combined to make it the movie's most famous sequence. And the image of Chris's hypnotized, crying face has become one of the most iconic movie images of the 21st century. Number 7. Terrence Fletcher's Lesson, Whiplash.
Not quite my tempo. Here we go. 5, 6, and...
Serving as Damien Chazelle's breakthrough, Whiplash received universal praise when it was released in 2014, with much attention going towards the performance of J.K. Simmons. Simmons plays a jazz instructor named Terrence Fletcher who is prone to mistreating his pupils.
Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
Near the beginning of the film, the band is playing Hank Levy's Whiplash when Fletcher grows irate at Andrew Neiman's off-tempo drumming. After countless starts and restarts, Fletcher throws a chair at Neiman's head, slaps him across the face, calls him offensive names, and screams directly in his ear.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rushing or dragging?
Rushing.
So you do know the difference.
With this, everyone knew they weren't watching just another music movie. They also knew that Simmons would be an Oscar winner, and they were right.
Start practicing harder, Neiman.
Number 6, Shallow, A Star is Born.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void?
This is actually the 4th time that A Star is Born has been made, following the original in 1937 and remakes in 1954 and 1976. This time, Bradley Cooper was at the helm, and he did an exceptional job directing, writing, performing, and singing.
I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing.
Shallow is performed 3 times in the movie, with the most famous being Ali and Jackson's performance of the song at Jackson's concert. While the Star is Born name is obviously popular, it was Shallow that pushed this version over the edge. The song peaked at number 1 in more than 20 countries and won the Academy Award for Best Original Song, and the music video has since accumulated over 1 billion views on YouTube. Number 5, Martha, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Sometimes the internet breaks for the wrong reasons. Case in point, the infamous Martha sequence from Batman vs. Superman. The titular fight doesn't last that long, and it ends in a spectacularly silly fashion when Batman hears the name of Superman's mother.
You're letting him kill Martha.
What does that mean? Why did you say that name?
Learning that his own mother shares a name with Martha Kent, Batman decides to stop the fighting, acknowledging Superman's humanity. The scene was met with wide derision by the internet and quickly became infamous, leading to in-jokes, memes, and shaking heads. Many people found it a contrived and anticlimactic way for the short battle to end, and it was one of many reasons for the movie's lackluster critical reception. Number 4, What a Lovely Day, Mad Max Fury Road. This entire movie broke the internet, as no one could believe just how good it was. CGI certainly has its place, but there's just something about real cars smashing into each other that really gets the blood pumping. While the movie is basically credits to credits action, the most famous sequence sees the characters driving into a raging sandstorm. The visuals and music are superb, especially when the car and bodies are flying through the sand tornado. But it's Nux' reaction to the flying debris that became a phenomenon, and What a Lovely Day quickly became one of the most popular movie quotes of the decade.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Number 3, Peter Parker Disintegrates, Avengers Infinity War.
Start? I don't feel so good.
There's just something about a good, tragic ending that sets the internet ablaze. The end of Infinity War sees Thanos snapping his fingers and activating the gauntlet, wiping out half of all life in the universe. This includes the young Peter Parker, who sadly turns to dust in Tony's arms.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir, please.
The scene was enormously popular, not only for the shock of Thanos' victory and the incredible destruction that results, but also for the intense emotion that the deaths generate. And this being the internet, the sequence was also memed to death, with image macros depicting subjects disintegrating into particles, usually accompanied by the caption, "I don't feel so good." We needed the laughs to cover up the tears. Number 2, Jordan Belfort discovers a new phase, The Wolf of Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the finest actors of all time, and watching him act is watching a master at the top of his craft. And sometimes that craft involves squirming around on the ground, drooling, groaning like an injured animal, and opening a Lamborghini door with your foot. In the movie, Jordan swallows an amount of methaqualone that results in his partial paralysis. The following 10 minutes are pure comedy gold, and it proves DiCaprio's qualities as a physical comedic performer. When the internet was clamoring for DiCaprio to win an Oscar, they were undoubtedly thinking of scenes like this. Number 1. Iron Man Snap, Avengers Endgame. This movie was more than 10 years in the making, and the results certainly did not disappoint, both in movie terms and the resulting cultural impact.
Then again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
At the very end of the film, Tony Stark taunts Thanos and snaps his fingers, resulting in the deaths of both Thanos and Tony himself.
And I
To say that this moment broke the internet would be a massive understatement. It's all anyone talked about in the weeks to follow. The snap itself became a major cultural moment, and people even synced the scene to New Year's countdowns. For many, the MCU will be a defining point in their movie-going lives, and this served as the perfect culmination.
You can rest now.
All right, it's now time to check out the many musicians that transcended their music and sparked conversations worldwide.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times musicians broke the internet.
After 13 years, Britney Spears is officially free from her conservatorship.
For this list, we'll be looking at times an artist set the internet ablaze with controversy or excitement. Which viral music moment had you glued to your screen? Number 10. BTS breaks records with Dynamite and Butter. Breaking the internet is a regular occurrence for BTS. The dynamic group continues to smash records with every new release. In 2020, their single Dynamite debuted atop the Billboard Hot 100.
Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll.
Its music video alone received over 101 million views within its first 24 hours. The Korean boy band held on to this record for almost a year until they were beaten by themselves. During May 2021, their song Butter shattered their previous record with over 108 million views on its release date. With zero signs of slowing down, it's safe to say that BTS could topple their record again in the future. Number 9. Kanye West interrupts Taylor Swift.
The whole crowd booing is a pretty formative experience.
Kanye West and Taylor Swift's feud has taken many twists and turns over the years. However, everyone knows where it all began.
The Moon Man for Best Female Video goes to Taylor Swift.
As Swift was accepting the award for Best Female Video at the 2009 VMAs, West walked on stage and took her microphone. He boldly professed that fellow nominee Beyoncé,
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
At the time, Swift was humiliated while West received widespread backlash. To add insult to injury, not only did Beyoncé defend Swift immediately afterwards, but President Barack Obama famously added to the pile-on. But Kanye would have no problem bouncing back from the outburst. He was free to release more music and stir up more controversy after the ceremony. Number 8. Ariana Grande releases Thank You Next. While Ariana Grande had already been a hugely successful singer for half a decade, the surprise release of Thank You Next in 2018 catapulted her career to the next level. It was full of emotionally mature lyrics about her past relationships, with everyone from Big Sean to Mac Miller.
I could say thank you to Malcolm, 'cause he was an angel.
Since this was after her relationship with Pete Davidson kept being seen in viral headlines, he was included too. The layered lyrics made for an honest and complex breakup song. Thank You Next quickly became one of Grande's signature tracks.
God forbid something happens, at least this song is a smash.
After its release, the iconic music video broke viewership records on YouTube. Between the single and video release, Thank You Next became a definite smash. Number 7. Childish Gambino drops the This Is America music video. Audiences may have known Donald Glover, also known as Childish Gambino, from his excellent comedic role on Community.
Kingdom Animalia, Phylum, Chordata. The class is Mamalia, cause boobies, we gotta.
But if they also watched Atlanta, they'd know that he's great with serious material. In 2018, Childish Gambino released the music video for This Is America. The song is packed with messages about gun violence, prejudice, and police brutality.
Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America.
Its violent video and heavy symbolism made a powerful statement about how Black people are treated in America. After its release, the video received an outpouring of praise and spread further through everything from memes to song mashups. No matter how people came in contact with This Is America in 2018, it was bound to leave a strong impression. Number 6. Solange attacks Jay-Z in an elevator. Although the Knowles-Carter clan is normally in complete control of their public image, one shocking video brought family drama into the open. In 2014, TMZ released surveillance footage of Solange Knowles attacking Jay-Z in an elevator at a Met Gala after-party.
But that just made me even sadder.
It was also noted that Beyoncé didn't seem to do much to stop the conflict. After the public scrambled for answers, the trio released a joint statement saying the matter had been resolved, and they were moving on. But Beyoncé later referenced the altercation on the remix of one of her songs. While we never officially learned what happened, the internet still went wild seeking a crack in the family's composed image. Number 5. Taylor Swift suddenly releases Folklore and Evermore. Releasing surprise albums can be a risky move, but while many spent the start of 2020 biding their time, Taylor Swift took it upon herself to write and record 2 full albums.
When you are young, they assume you know nothing.
Sister Records' Folklore and Evermore were released in July and December of 2020, showcasing Swift's return to her acoustic roots.
Life was a willow and it bent right to your wind.
Folklore received over 80 million streams on Spotify in its first 24 hours.
You put me on and said I was your favorite.
After that album broke the Guinness World Record, Evermore was nearly as successful.
I come back stronger than a 90s trend.
With a fanbase as devoted as the Swifties, practically anything Taylor Swift does is going to break the internet at this point. Number 4. Miley Cyrus and Robin Thicke's close VMA performance. Miley Cyrus had a busy and eventful 2013 that all led up to her unforgettable VMA performance.
Remember, only God could judge ya, forget the haters.
During a medley including her comeback single, We Can't Stop, and a duet with Blurred line singer Robin Thicke, she did everything possible to shed her former child star image.
Okay, now he was close, tried to domesticate ya.
Miley's nude-colored bikini, risque use of a foam finger, and twerk session with Thicke generated a lot of shock and some discomfort from the audience. The performance garnered over 306,000 tweets per minute and gave Cyrus over 200,000 new Twitter followers. And while he wasn't the main focus, Robin Thicke's black and white striped shirt reminded people of Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
The fashion and mature Miley Cyrus were more than enough to make a mark online. Number 3. Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson's infamous Super Bowl malfunction. Our next musicians not only broke the internet, but accidentally inspired a pretty major part of it. In the final seconds of Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake's 2004 halftime show performance, Timberlake accidentally tore off an extra layer of Jackson's outfit. The wardrobe malfunction led to one of the biggest media frenzies of the 2000s. While Jackson became a top search online, DVR service TiVo had an influx of 35,000 subscribers that wanted to re-watch the moment. However, software engineer Jawed Karim was frustrated with his inability to find the footage online. This was one of his motivations to found a little video sharing platform called YouTube. It's hard to believe that a hugely controversial accident led to an entire media platform. Number 2. Lil Nas X debuts the Montero music video. How does a musician become beloved by some, disliked by others, and listened to by what seems like everyone in only 3 minutes? Just ask Lil Nas X. His comeback single, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, broke barriers.
I caught it bad just today. You hit me with a call to your place.
The rapper's video was full of complex and striking LGBTQ+ themes, as well as bold lyrics and imagery. In one of the most memorable scenes, Lil Nas X gave a lap dance to a certain demonic figure.
Call me by your name.
It helped that he promoted the song with a series of publicity stunts that turned heads. After all this time, people are still talking about and discussing this bold and brilliant piece of art. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Mariah Carey opens 2017 with a disastrous concert. Technical issues ruined what could have been a sublime performance. Kanye West drops famous music video. Its realistic wax figures and mature content fueled feuds in 2016.
I just wanted you to know.
Billie Eilish reinvents herself for British Vogue. The singer sheds her signature style in this 2021 cover.
I'm the only person that needs to like me and like what I wear and who I am and what I say.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion release WAP. The rappers teamed up for a raunchy 2020 song that drew praise and critique.
I'm surprised, that's roleplay. I wear disguise.
Number 1. Beyoncé surprisingly drops a legendary album twice. Beyoncé was able to easily garner over 2 million likes just for releasing a picture of her twins. But that doesn't hold a candle to what she did with these surprise releases. In 2013, Beyoncé released her self-titled 5th studio album overnight with zero promotion.
That's the only thing that's keeping me on fire, me on fire.
This strategy generated 1.2 million tweets in 24 hours and became the fastest-selling album in iTunes Store history. 3 years later, she replicated the strategy with the extremely well-received Lemonade. The acclaimed album got over 100 million streams on Tidal and landed a dozen hits on the Billboard Top 100.
Daddy, Alabama, Mama, Louisiana.
With themes of feminism, race, sexuality, and more, both albums revealed a more personal side of Beyoncé while cementing her status as a legend.
I'm a star, cause I slay.
Looking for something to make you laugh? Well, the internet will never let you down. Yes, here now are all the laugh out loud moments that had everybody hitting the share button.
Ow! Ow, Charlie! Ow!
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the viral videos that kept the laughs coming along with the views. Number 30, David After Dentist.
Is this real life?
Yeah, this is real life.
If there's one thing the internet loves, it's children acting goofy. Back in May of 2008, 7-year-old David DeVore Jr. went to the dentist to have a tooth removed. His father then recorded his loopy reaction to the anesthesia, and the results were internet gold. Young David is totally out of it, asking, "Is this real life?" commenting on his extra fingers, and unleashing a primal scream while attempting to escape from his seat.
Stay in your seat.
The video rapidly spread through the internet after it was uploaded to YouTube, and was later referenced on shows like New Girl and The Simpsons. Number 29, Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate rain. Zoom the camera out and see the light.
Despite being a controversial website, 4chan is responsible for many legendary memes, including Tay Zonday's Chocolate Rain. Written and performed by Zonday, the song is quite serious in nature, dealing with institutional racism against African Americans. But many people found the accompanying music video ridiculous. featuring Zonde's deep voice, funny faces, and the iconic caption, "I move away from the mic to breathe in." 4chan helped spread the video around the internet, and it soon became an iconic piece of 2000s culture, with countless parodies and even a live performance on Jimmy Kimmel.
From Minneapolis, please welcome Tay Zonde with the song Chocolate Rain to tonight's Internet Talent Showcase.
Number 28, Unforgivable.
Then she looked back and asked me what I want to drink. I'm like,
There's something magical about the simplicity of early YouTube. In a time when channels and influencers are using professional-grade filmmaking, it's nice to go back and watch a guy talking to the camera in the woods. In Unforgivable, buddies L.W. Hodge and Gunnar Stanson went into the forest, and Stanson told a funny story as an aggressive character. The story itself is hilarious, and so is Stanson's delivery, but it's the little details that make Unforgivable so iconic, like the cheap guerrilla filmmaking, the occasional break in character, and Hodge's constant giggling. We can't help but laugh along.
unforgivable.
Number 27, I So Pale. As we'll learn throughout this list, local news stations are an absolute goldmine for viral videos. This one comes from Oklahoma's KTEN and anchor Erin Conrad. Not knowing that they were on air, Conrad humorously commented on her appearance, saying "I so pale" in a mock Southern accent.
I so pale.
The comment alone is worthy of viral fame, but what followed is equally hilarious. Conrad's co-anchor nudges her on the arm and tells her that they're live, and Conrad instantly goes into professional mode. That rapid change in character is worthy of an Oscar, despite the occasional giggle afterward.
In fact, it feels like spring weather. Kathy, what's the rest of the week looking like?
Yeah, I mean, Seattle is the only place that's actually dealing with temperatures below where they normally should be.
Number 26, Ken Sander gets some prank calls.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi. How you doing?
Okay.
What is it good?
It's juvenile, yes, but there's nothing like a good prank call. On a simple Sunday night back in 1990, Ken Sander began airing his public access program, Speak Out. This was a call-in show in which Sander would ask a question and people would phone in with their opinions. Well, you could see where this is going. Poor Sander was inundated with prank calls, some of them crude, some of them quite smart. For our money, the best ones are when the caller lulls Sander with an intelligent and well-spoken response before hitting him with something insanely crude. Despite the internet feeling bad for Sander, we couldn't help but giggle at his expense.
Hello?
Hello.
Good evening. Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
Good evening.
Number 25, Dee Dee Megadoodoo.
To say their final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer.
News anchor Brianna Clark found herself the laughingstock of the internet when she was forced to report on a tragic death in 2018. Clark had to say the name of police officer Deidre Mengado, who died in a car accident just a few days earlier. Unfortunately, Clark absolutely butchered her name. Not only that, she butchered it in the worst possible way, having turned it into a juvenile poop joke. Clark understandably felt bad for saying it, but that didn't stop the video from spreading across the internet. Some people found humor in the name itself, while others were curious as to how Clark mispronounced it so badly.
DD Megadoodoo. Mangudu.
Number 24, Don't Tase Me Bro.
Don't tase me, bro! Don't tase me!
In September 2007, Senator John Kerry was giving a Q&A at the University of Florida when he was confronted by student Andrew Meyer. Meyer's questions and behavior attracted the attention of security officers, who attempted to escort him out of the building. Being uncooperative, they were forced to tase Meyer, resulting in one of the internet's all-time greatest catchphrases. Despite the serious nature of the situation, Meyer's use of "Don't Tase Me Bro" was widely mocked, remixed, and parodied. And Time magazine named it one of the 50 best videos on YouTube in 2010.
Are you kidding? You're arresting me! What have I done? What have I done? Get away from me, man!
Number 23, Sneezing Baby Panda.
11, come here, you gotta see this. It's a video of a baby panda sneezing.
Ah, the beauty of the internet, where a sneezing animal can become a pop culture sensation. This is one of the OG YouTube videos, being uploaded to the site in November 2006. and it's really quite simple in nature. A mother panda is happily munching on some bamboo when her baby cub sneezes. The mommy panda is startled by the sneeze, but quickly goes back to eating her snack. Yes, this is the type of content that went viral in the mid-2000s. Isn't it wonderful? Sites like Burlesque and College Humor have named it one of the internet's greatest videos, and it has brought complete joy to hundreds of millions of viewers.
What you doing?
Watching the video of a panda sneezing. It's so cute.
Number 22. All your base are belong to us.
How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us.
We're going way back for this. We're talking Newgrounds pre-YouTube. In the early 1990s, a Japanese arcade game called Zero Wing was ported to European consoles, resulting in a horrible English translation of the game. The most notorious translation is All Your Base Are Belong to Us, which was shared as a GIF as early as the late 90s. The phrase was also remixed by a computer programmer named Jeffrey Roberts, and this tune really hit the big time when Newgrounds user bad_CRC made a music video of it. This video quickly took the web by storm, so iconic and instrumental it was to early internet culture.
All your base, all your base are belong to us.
Number 21. Rick Rolling. Perhaps the most famous internet prank of all time, the art of Rickrolling will be studied for years to come. Another meme that started on 4chan, Rickrolling is when someone claims to have a funny or important video to show, but when the target clicks the link, they're sent to the music video of Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. The first mainstream usage of the meme came when 4chan user Sean Cotter tricked people hoping to view the trailer for the video game Grand Theft Auto 4. The trend quickly spread and soon became a genuine phenomenon, with Astley even rickrolling the audience at the 2008 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Number 20. The dangers of working from home.
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
On March 10, 2017, political scientist Robert E. Kelly was professionally conducting an at-home interview with the BBC about South Korean politics. And then his children walked in. There's just so much good stuff packed into this video that we don't even know where to start. There's the girl opening the door and proudly strutting around in the background. There's the baby wheeling his way into the room. There's the BBC interviewer trying not to laugh.
My apologies. Sorry.
You've got Kelly trying to push his daughter away, and of course you have Kelly's wife, Jung-ah Kim, ninja sliding into the room and ushering the children out the door while Kelly closes his eyes in exasperation. It's like a scene out of a surreal comedy, and we love every second of it.
It's been pretty unreal. We didn't really expect any kind of attention like this at all. We certainly never had anything like this in our life before.
Number 19. Apparently Kid.
It was great, and apparently I've never been on live television before.
Apparently this video went viral because apparently it has millions of views. On August 4th, 2014, little Noah Ritter was interviewed by a local news channel about the Wayne County Fair. Apparently, Ritter had just learned a fancy new word because he used it every chance he got, even if it didn't make a whole lot of sense.
What did you think about the ride?
Well, it was great!
Why?
Because apparently you're spinning around, and apparently every time you get dizzy, that's all you do is get dizzy.
Not only that, but Ritter used his precious time on television to explain that he, a 5-year-old, does not watch the news, and even when he does, he's forced to watch the Powerball with his grandfather. Children really are a gift, not for the love, but for the laughs. And the love as well, we suppose.
Yeah, and apparently I only went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death. I just freak out.
Number 18. Miss Teen USA. Poor Caitlin Upton. No matter how smart and successful she may be, she will forever be known as that Miss Teen USA. You know the one we're talking about. During the 2007 Miss Teen USA pageant, Upton was asked why 1/5 of Americans can't locate the United States on a world map. What follows is one of the most hilariously incoherent things the internet has ever heard.
People out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as.
What makes the video even better is the host desperately trying not to laugh in Upton's face. The clip quickly spread through Facebook and YouTube, becoming the most viewed internet video of September 2007. It is now a certified classic.
Yes, everything did come at me at once. I was overwhelmed and I made a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake, I'm human.
Number 17, Keyboard Cat. If there's one thing the collective internet loves, it's cats. And in a time of intense political division, the Keyboard Cat brought us all together. The video itself was actually filmed in the mid-80s, and it shows a tabby cat named Fatso dressed in a bright blue outfit and playing a keyboard. The cat's owner, Charlie Schmidt, uploaded the old footage to YouTube in 2007, but it didn't gain traction until 2009 when YouTuber Brad O'Farrell used the footage in a video titled "Play Him Off, Keyboard Cat." The footage was used to mockingly play off a man falling down an escalator. This in turn influenced videos of a similar nature, and before long, the late Fatso was an internet sensation. Number 16, greatest freakout ever.
Okay, my mom just canceled my brother's World of Warcraft account, and he is freaking out.
Video game freakouts are always good for a laugh, but nothing will ever beat the iconic World of Warcraft freakout. The video shows a young teenager going absolutely ballistic in his bedroom after his mother canceled his World of Warcraft account. The meltdown includes flailing around on the bed, hiding himself under a blanket while professing his desire to run away from home, and, let's just say we do not envy his remote. Some people have doubted the video's authenticity, probably because the meltdown is just so bizarre. But fake or not, it's still hilarious, and over 100 million people seem to agree. Number 15, Afro Ninja. It's amazing to see what passed as a viral video back in the day. In this very short video clip, a man named Mark Hicks can be seen falling flat on his face after doing a backflip and staggering off camera. That's literally it. Modern fail compilations have made videos like these a regular occurrence, but this took the internet by storm back in the mid-2000s. The video could be seen on sites like eBaum's World, where it quickly spread and became famous. It was eventually uploaded to YouTube in January 2006 and has since amassed nearly 20 million views. Number 14, Double Rainbow.
Double rainbow, oh my god.
If you need proof that happiness is contagious, just watch this video. In January 2010, YouTube user Yosemite Bear 62 uploaded a video showcasing a rare double rainbow in Yosemite National Park. Yosemite Bear 62, real name Paul Vasquez, can be heard yelling in amazement and crying at the vibrant beauty of the view.
Oh, wow! Woo!
The video gained national attention after Jimmy Kimmel shared it on Twitter, and many people reported feeling happy for Paul's elated happiness. Sadly, Vasquez passed away on May 9, 2020, aged 57. Wherever he is, we hope he's enjoying the heavenly sight of a double rainbow.
It's so beautiful.
Number 13, Potter Puppet Pals.
Do my ears detect foul-mouthedness?
A pre-YouTube craze, Potter Puppet Pals is a series of videos spoofing the Harry Potter series using, what else, puppets. Creator Neil Cicierega made a flash-animated Potter Puppet Pals called Bothering Snape in late 2003, before turning the series live-action in September 2006.
Ready? Let's go bother him.
The following March, Ciceriga made another video titled The Mysterious Ticking Noise, and this was the first Potter Puppet Pals to go viral. It accrued over 70 million views in its first 2 years on YouTube, and has since become an important part of the site's history.
Dumbledore! Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore!
Snape.
Ron!
Snape.
Ron!
Severus Snape.
Dumbledore!
Snape.
Ron!
Snape.
Do we still love it after all this time? Always. Number 12. Zombie Kid Likes Turtles.
Jonathan, you're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
Here we have another kid on another local news channel, and this one is even more iconic. The video concerns 10-year-old Jonathan Ware, who is visiting Portland's Rose Festival. When asked about his new zombie face paint, Ware simply turns to the reporter and gives one of the greatest answers to ever grace local news. We don't know what's funnier, the answer itself, the reporter's bemused reaction, or the fact that the clip opens with Jonathan silently staring into the camera for a solid 5 seconds.
I like turtles.
The video saw millions of views, spawned dozens of remixes and parodies, and I Like Turtles was subsequently entered into Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I was nervous. Yeah, and I didn't even know what to say.
Number 11. Ain't nobody got time for that. The longer this video goes on, the more we realize that we should be watching the local news. Apparently, it's a goldmine of memes.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
While covering a local apartment fire, Oklahoma City's KFOR interviewed resident Sweet Brown and asked her about her experience. What follows is one of the funniest stories the internet has ever heard, as well as a catchphrase that has entered the internet lexicon.
And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
The video spread through the internet thanks to sites like eBaum's World and Gawker, amongst others, and the YouTube video earned over 1 million views in 48 hours. A true internet classic was born, and we always have time for it.
Strangers have been coming to your house, knocking on your door, wanting to take pictures with you.
Want to take pictures of them. Sweet Brown, I'm like, okay, how you doing?
Number 10. Leprechaun in Mobile.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood. A leprechaun.
Whenever the news covers alleged sightings of mythological creatures, you know it's going to be good. In March 2006, news station WPMI covered an alleged leprechaun sighting in Mobile, Alabama.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All you gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
The news story opens with the anchors literally laughing at the prospect of a leprechaun, and it only gets better from there. We get colorful commentary from Mobile residents, a hilarious amateur sketch of the supposed leprechaun, and a man clad in body armor with a leprechaun flute that wards off spells.
This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish.
The video went viral thanks in large part to the amateur sketch and was later parodied on South Park. Once you're made fun of on South Park, you know you've made it.
He jumped down from the fire escape stairs, and then he just ran off. We barely got a look at him.
Number 9. Shoes.
Shoes. Shoes. Shoes.
One of YouTube's first and finest viral videos has to be Liam Sullivan's shoes. Sullivan appears as Kelly, a stereotypical materialistic girl who finds comfort and happiness in shoes. The skit was part of Sullivan's stand-up routine, and after it received a favorable reception at his shows, he decided to film it as an internet skit.
Stupid boy. Stupid boy. Let's get some shoes.
A shortened version of the full skit was uploaded to his YouTube channel on May 5th, 2006, and it quickly spread thanks to endorsements from Margaret Cho and Andy Samberg. The full video was eventually uploaded in February 2007 and has remained on the site ever since. Number 8. Dramatic Look. If we had 5 seconds to show an alien the magic of the internet, we would choose Dramatic Look. The video is simple. A prairie dog looks back at the camera while dramatic music from Young Frankenstein plays in the background. But the simplest videos are always the funniest, and that is certainly the case here. The clip comes from an old Japanese variety show called Hello Morning, but we can thank YouTube user Magnets99 for adding the dramatic music.
Hi.
プレーリードッグと言っても犬じゃないんですけどね。
いますか？犬じゃない。
はい。君たちの T シャツのマークと同じ。
The video took off throughout June 2007, complete with remixes, reaction videos, and reenactments. The prairie dog was even named one of People magazine's 10 wildest YouTube stars of the year.
びっくりしてる。びっくりしてる。
Number 7, Grape Lady Falls.
Right here, these buckets are filled with grapes. What kind of grapes? These are filled with Chambourcin grapes, and the winner this Saturday who stomps the most juice will actually win an overnight stay here at Chateau Elan. You ready? You ready to try it?
You know, we really hate laughing at people's misfortune. But come on, how can you not laugh at this? The famous grape lady was reporting on a grape stomping competition at Atlanta's Chateau Elan Winery and Resort. She decided to play along but tripped out of her basket, falling off the raised platform and flat onto her face.
Stop! Oh!
What follows are perhaps the most bizarre pain sounds anyone has ever heard.
Oh, stop! Oh, stop! Oh, I can't breathe.
What makes the video even funnier are the anchors back in the studio who are trying their absolute hardest not to laugh on air. Grape Lady was obviously in a lot of pain, but those noises are just too funny. Number 6, Antoine Dodson. And here we have more local news gold.
He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they're raping everybody out here.
On July 28, 2010, Alabama's WAFF 48 traveled to an apartment complex to report on a break-in and attempted assault. The victim's brother, Antoine Dodson, was interviewed by the news team, resulting in one of the most bizarre news stories ever captured. Dodson doesn't even appear angry or upset, instead using animated and rhythmic language to describe the situation in the most playful manner possible.
You don't have to come and confess that you did it. We're looking for you. We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now, so you can run and tell that, homeboy.
The video spread through Reddit, and even mainstream media outlets like the Washington Post got in on the discussion. The video and Dodson himself became internet sensations, and a really catchy auto-tuned song called Bed Intruder Song was created from Dodson's iconic catchphrase.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, because they're everybody out here.
Number 5, Charlie Bit My Finger.
Charlie bit me.
This video proves two things. One, that we all take pleasure in watching children say and do silly things, even if those children are not our own. Maybe it's just human nature. 2, the internet is really fickle in what it decides to make popular. A video with a ton of time and effort put in can hit a couple thousand views, but a home video of 2 children playing around can attain over 850 million.
Ow! Charlie, that really hurt.
The video's creator, Howard Davies Carr, was originally going to share the video over email to close relatives, but decided to make it public on YouTube for the sake of convenience. The video took off in November 2007, and in October 2009, it became the most viewed video in YouTube history.
Well, it was just watching TV and just decided to buy him. He put his finger near my mouth, so I just bit.
And Harry, do you still remember the pain of that bite?
Not really.
Number 4, Star Wars Kid. We're returning to the dark ages of the internet, also known as pre-YouTube, for the timeless Star Wars Kid. Back in November 2002, high school student Ghislain Raza filmed himself wielding a golf ball retriever like Darth Maul's double-sided lightsaber. Raza's classmates eventually found and uploaded the footage to a P2P network called Kaza. The video struck it big on humor sites like Newgrounds, and by 2006, the video was estimated to have been viewed nearly 1 billion times. Sadly, Raza subsequently became one of the earliest victims of cyberbullying, and he's since spoken out about its effects. In response, Star Wars fans launched a fundraiser and a petition to express their support. Because, let's face it, who hasn't picked something up and pretended it was a lightsaber?
Uh-oh, I couldn't find another tape.
more.
Number 3, Numa Numa. Another classic Newgrounds transfer is Numa Numa, which is arguably one of the most wholesome viral videos of all time. The concept is simple. Gary Burlsma lip-syncs Ozone's Dragosta Dinte while ecstatically pumping his arms. This is the type of stuff that went viral back in the Newgrounds days, and it was glorious. The video was uploaded to Newgrounds on December 6, 2004, and absolutely took off. Burlsma was even interviewed for the New York Times the following February, signifying just how popular the video had become.
When I did the first video, that was the first take. I didn't edit it or anything, I just kind of threw it up there.
And remember, this was pre-YouTube. This sort of internet fame was unheard of at the time, and Numa Numa has easily earned its place in the Internet Hall of Fame. Number 2, Leave Britney Alone.
Have we learned nothing from Anna Nicole Smith? I know it's hard to see Britney Spears as a human being, but trust me, she is.
Britney Spears was set to have her big comeback at the 2007 MTV Video Music Awards following her highly publicized personal struggles. However, the performance was widely panned by the mainstream media, but there was one vlogger who famously came to Spears' defense. In this classic video, an empathetic Kara Cunningham cries and pleads with the media to stop criticizing Spears.
Leave Britney alone! Please!
Everyone ignored the pleas and focused on the video itself, which amassed 2 million views in just 24 hours. The video was endlessly parodied, and Cunningham herself appeared on outlets as diverse as CNN, Fox News, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and The Howard Stern Show. It was a bona fide media sensation. At least the endless talk about the reaction video gave Spears a break, so maybe it was successful after all.
Get well, Britney.
Number 1, Evolution of Dance. YouTube changed forever on April 6, 2006. That was the day that motivational speaker Judson Laipley uploaded his Evolution of Dance to the site. Laipley used to close his talks with this hilarious dance and decided to upload it to YouTube for the world to enjoy. And enjoy it did. The video skyrocketed in popularity and amassed 10 million views in just 2 weeks, earning it features on mainstream media outlets like CNN, E!, and Good Morning America. It also set numerous YouTube records, including the most favorited and most viewed video on the site. That is, until Charlie Bit My Finger dethroned it in October 2009. But for 3 long, prosperous years, YouTube belonged to Judson Laipley and his Evolution of Dance. Do you have nostalgia for these videos?
Yeah, Charlie, you silly sleepyhead, wake up!
Like movies, television has given us some of the most talked about moments in history. So let's find out now which ones had social media buzzing the most.
What happens on TV doesn't always stay on TV. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 TV segments that broke the internet.
It's over 9,000! 9,000? There's no way that could be right!
For this list, we'll be looking at segments that were originally part of TV shows, award shows, TV specials, and news broadcasts that found an even bigger life on their own through online sharing. We're including segments that originated as part of broadcast and cable TV, but also those that got their start on TV shows exclusive to streaming services. Number 20, Tom Hanks reacts to Ricky Gervais, 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards. When Ricky Gervais hosts the Golden Globes, Hollywood holds its collective breath.
I came here in a limo tonight and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush.
The comedian is known for pulling no punches when mocking the Tinseltown elite to their faces. It was no different when he hosted for a record 5th and supposedly last time in 2020. As Gervais delivered his monologue, the camera caught various celebrities reacting.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, 5th time. So...
Tom Hanks seemed to be showing that he was not so subtly repressing disgust, or at least unease, something most people in the room were probably feeling. This wasn't lost on people on Twitter, who turned the legendary actor's scrunched face into a meme almost instantly. Number 19. Winona Ryder reacts at the SAG Awards, 23rd Screen Actors Guild Awards. When Stranger Things won a SAG Award for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series, all eyes in the room were on David Harbour as he gave a passionate acceptance speech against bullying and toxic culture.
It's difficult to celebrate the already celebrated Stranger Things.
Viewers at home, though, couldn't help but be drawn to his co-star Winona Ryder's reactions. Her eye movements and hand gestures ranged from confusion to approval, whether she was reacting to what Harbour was saying, and as one observer noted in The Verge, going through the stages of becoming an ally is not clear. But what is certain is that this moment was meme-worthy right out of the gate.
We are all together on this horrible, painful, joyous, exciting, and mysterious ride that is being alive.
Number 18. Woman yells at cat. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. While the journey from TV segment to internet fame is usually a short one, and sometimes almost instantaneous, sometimes it can take close to a decade.
I'm out of here. She's judging me. No, you don't.
In a 2011 episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, cast member Taylor Armstrong broke down during an argument and started pointing as Kyle Richards tried to talk her down. The Daily Mail used a still from the breakdown in its review of the episode, and in 2019, Twitter user @MissingEgirl paired that image first posted on Tumblr the previous year of a cat sitting in front of a plate of vegetables. From that, a famous meme was born. Number 17. Lip sync battle with Emma Stone. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
Back. I'm here with my pal Emma Stone right here. Oh my goodness.
When Jimmy Fallon took over The Tonight Show, he turned the entity into a viral video factory. For instance, when the host and Justin Timberlake went #crazy, or when Daniel Radcliffe proved his rapping credentials, the internet went crazy. But it was Emma Stone's complete and total commitment to lip syncing that was truly beloved. Watching her mime along to Blues Traveler was fun, but it was her exaggerated gestures and facial expressions during DJ Khaled's All I Do Is Win that absolutely won our hearts once we were able to share it far and wide and watch it together online. Number 16. Tommy Wiseau stands on stage at the Golden Globes, 75th Golden Globe Awards.
And the Golden Globe goes to James Franco.
Tommy Wiseau isn't someone you'd expect to see on an award show stage, unless it was at the Razzies. In 2018, though, the writer, director, and star of the So Bad It's classic film The Room did appear at the Golden Globes.
First person I have to thank is the man himself, Tommy Wiseau. Come on up here, Tommy.
James Franco, who won Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy for playing him in The Disaster Artist, invited Wiseau up on stage, then promptly stopped him from taking the mic. Twitter exploded at the strange sight, but also wondered just what Wiseau had wanted to say to the audience. He later said he would have started with a line from The Room and then plugged his film.
If a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place to live.
Number 15. Net Neutrality. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. John Oliver's segments are built to be shared online, and you only have to look to his 2020 take on police brutality to see a prime example. They also frequently cause people to take action online, starting with his plea from Last Week Tonight's first season for viewers to help save net neutrality.
We need you to channel that anger, that badly spelled bile that you normally reserve for unforgivable attacks on actresses you seem to think have put on weight.
After hilariously laying out the case that this will save the internet, Oliver called on not just his supporters, but even his trolls to let the FCC know how they felt.
We need you to get out there and for once in your lives, focus your indiscriminate rage in a useful direction.
While this figuratively broke the internet, it also quite literally broke the FCC's website servers, at least for a little while. Number 14. Best Cry Ever. Intervention.
I still
love you.
Following addicted participants who are expected to undergo an intervention orchestrated by people close to them, this A&D series is still going strong today, airing its 21st season starting in mid-2020. Intervention is arguably the ultimate example of the reality TV genre, as it allows audiences to witness people hitting rock bottom and then showcase their unpredictable reactions. One thing we know for certain, though, is that the cries of anguish that came out of this grown man's mouth were unlike anything we'd ever seen. And that's what made them entirely unforgettable. Then when the internet took this clip and ran with it, it gifted us with a remixed version that is, quite frankly, nothing short of extraordinary. Number 13. Lie Witness News, Coachella 2013, Jimmy Kimmel Live.
In tonight's special Coachella edition of Lie Witness News.
Whatever it is that makes us care so much about how others perceive us that we feign knowledge of things we are totally ignorant of, Jimmy Kimmel Live knew exactly how to turn it into entertainment. Coachella can be described as the home of wonderful music and a bevy of people whose greatest desire is to be cool. Knowing this, the late-night talk show sent an interviewer and camera crew to the Music and Arts Festival, where they asked concert-goers for their opinions on acts that do not exist.
Have you heard of Shorty Jizzle and the Plumber Cracks?
Yep.
What do you like about them? Like how raw they are?
Yeah, they're really unique.
One after another, these misled wannabes professed either appreciation for or at least some level of knowledge of them.
Are you guys as excited as I am about the obesity epidemic?
I just like their whole style, like their whole genre is just great. They're kind of like very like innovative and they're new.
Number 12. Apparently this kid is awesome. Steals the show during interview. WNEP-TV.
I've never been on live television before.
Nobody could have possibly realized what would have happened when this child was plucked out of obscurity by Newswatch 16's Sophia Ojeda at the Wayne County Fair, but we're certainly glad it did. Asked what he thought of one of the rides, the little boy named Noah instead opted to rant about his live television debut. While doing so, he peppered what seemed like every second sentence with the word apparently.
Yeah, and apparently I already went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death.
Completely adorable and funny in the best ways, Noah's newfound fame landed him appearances on The Ellen Show and apparently a place on our list.
And the word apparently is your favorite word, isn't it?
Yeah, but I got over it now.
Number 11. South Carolina answers a question. Miss Teen USA 2007.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
Pageants are a cultural phenomenon that have also become a lightning rod for controversy over the last few decades. This is due to the fact that women and girls have increasingly been prized more for who they are than how they look. One particular reason that such competitions are increasingly dismissed is the perception that the contestants, though beautiful, are not the most intelligent people on the planet. And for those people, this clip seemed to be confirmation of that.
Because some people out there in our nation don't have that.
When asked a question about the current state of education, Miss South Carolina's incoherent, fumbling answer soon transformed into a thing of internet legend.
Our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. So we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Number 10. Coffee Cup, Game of Thrones. Given how much Game of Thrones has shaped our culture in the 2010s, it's surprising that the most talked about and shared moment of the hit fantasy series' final season was an accidental one.
Most people get bloody murdered. They stay that way. Not this one.
I didn't have much say in that.
We could have brought up the plastic water bottle that made its way into the finale, but decided on the now infamous modern coffee cup that showed up on the table during the Winterfell banquet scene. After eagle-eyed viewers pointed it out, HBO admitted the mistake and removed it from the episode, but the cup talk continued, and the series stars even got involved.
We all have the same cups for all of our water and tea and everything. So I'm gonna just go with, look who it's placed in front.
Sophie Turner blamed co-star Emilia Clarke for the error, before Clarke turned the blame on Conleth Hill.
He admitted
It was his. It was Conleth's coffee cup. He said so. He's like, I think it was. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't want to say anything because it seemed, the heat was very much on you. And I was like, what?
Number 9. Steve Harvey announces the wrong winner, 64th Miss Universe. When Steve Harvey hosted the Miss Universe pageant in 2015, he most certainly left an impression.
Colombia!
Instead of announcing Miss Colombia, Ariadna Gutierrez as the first runner-up and Miss Philippines, Pia Wurtzbach as the winner, Harvey mistakenly named Colombia the new Miss Universe. After being told of the error backstage, Harvey corrected it on TV 4 minutes later.
Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
But the damage was already done to both the contestants and Harvey's reputation. The clip was shared countless times, and Harvey became a meme announcing the wrong winner in everything from sporting events to politics. His career would survive this incident, but for a while, Steve Harvey was synonymous with getting things wrong.
And then the guy said, what are we gonna do? And the guy said, we'll straighten it out in the media tomorrow. And I said, nah, man, I'm gonna go do it now. And I walked out there.
Number 8. The Lonely Island's digital short with Akon, Saturday Night Live. When Andy Samberg became the main force behind the digital short segments on Saturday Night Live, audiences were gifted with one amazing clip after another. With skits like The Shooting or songs like Jack Sparrow, I'm on a Boat, or Jizz in My Pants, he and his cohorts in The Lonely Island proved they were masters of the genre.
Jizz in my pants. This really never happens, you can take my word.
But one of their best efforts has to be this tune about getting down. I Just Had Sex features help from Akon and producer DJ Frank E. It's also hilariously boastful while simultaneously showing some horrendously low standards and shame in the eyes of their bedfellows. Number 7. Kids interrupt live BBC World News broadcast. BBC News. Working from home has its advantages and disadvantages. When your work involves being on live TV, those disadvantages can lead to viral fame.
for the wider region. I think one of your children's just walked in. I mean, shifting.
In 2017, Professor Robert Kelly was being interviewed live on the BBC. He may have been talking about South Korean politics, but all eyes were on his children. First, his daughter Marion, who burst into the room to visit with her dad, then his son James, who followed in a rolling chair.
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me.
Eventually, Kelly's wife, Jung Kim, entered and retrieved the kids. While the Kellys were initially horrified, their almost immediate internet fame led to the BBC inviting the whole family back for a proper interview a few days later.
So my wife didn't actually realize that the children were in here until she saw it on the television 20 seconds after it had started. And I think that's why, right? That's why you sort of flying down the hallway, because by then
the doors open. So.
Number 6. The Lonely Island's debut with Justin Timberlake, Saturday Night Live.
Hey girl, I got something real important to give you. So just sit down and listen.
When we were listing off some of the Lonely Island's greatest hits, we knew that some of you were probably blown away that we hadn't mentioned the song about boxed-in genitals. But good things come to those who wait.
Take a look inside. Is my dick in a box?
The second SNL digital short to go viral after previous hit Lazy Sunday, Dick in a Box took subjects that traditionally were far too risque for national television and, well, put them on television. And of course made them absolutely hilarious, catchy, and unforgettable in 3 easy steps. Featuring Justin Timberlake, there's no denying that the holiday track was certainly a memorable one when it comes to official debut singles by comedy troupes.
Open the box, and that's the way you do it. It's my dick in a box.
Number 5. Antoine Dodson, WAFF 48 News. The origin of this TV moment that went viral is actually quite serious. A break-in and attempted rape at the Lincoln Park housing project in Huntsville, Alabama.
Obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park.
When local Huntsville TV interviewed Antoine Dodson, the victim's brother and the man who had chased the perpetrator out of the house, there was something about his response to the questions that really caught on.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
The clip was shared millions of times and spawned several remixes and auto-tunes, the most notable being Bed Intruder by the Gregory Brothers. Dodson used his newfound internet fame and proceeds proceeds from Bed Intruder to raise enough money to move his family into a better neighborhood.
We're looking for you, we gon' find you, we gon' find you, so you can run and tell that, run and tell that.
Number 4. Kanye West ruins Taylor Swift's night. 26th MTV Video Music Awards. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish the list, but this incident from the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards has got to be one of the greatest internet-breaking moments of all time. Of all time!
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
When a belligerent Kanye West stormed the stage during Taylor Swift's Best Female Video Acceptance speech, he not only ruined Swift's night and reportedly got himself kicked out of the event, but he also unexpectedly set a precedent for how powerful Twitter could be culturally. After the night ended, MTV tried to bury the moment, but people on Twitter kept talking about it, keeping the story alive for days, weeks, years, and now over a decade. This was truly a social media first. Number 3. Ain't nobody got time for that. KFOR TV.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing.
When Kimberly Wilkins was interviewed by the Oklahoma TV station, KFOR TV, she managed to steal the focus from the subject she was being asked about thanks to her dynamic personality.
Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life.
With the subject in question being a fire. Sweet Brown, as she's otherwise known, immediately caught people's attention after being asked about her apartment building going up in flames. Whether it was her pronunciation of bronchitis or her famous tagline, Sweet Brown's short clip has been viewed millions of times and has also been given the remix/auto-tune treatment. That's when you know you've made it, at least on the interwebs.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that.
Number 2. Baby Yoda drinking soup. The Mandalorian. The breakaway character of the hit Disney Plus Star Wars series The Mandalorian is clearly Baby Yoda. That's at least how the adorable puppet is known online.
You want some soup?
Technically, we're supposed to refer to the character as the child. Social media didn't just name Baby Yoda, they also made the 50-year-old kid the subject of many memes, quite a few of which involved eating. The made-up Chicky Nuggies are a frequent go-to, but the most popular GIF and meme involves Baby Yoda calmly drinking soup while watching a fight. This may actually replace Kermit the Frog drinking tea. Before we unveil our most hilarious number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Carpool Karaoke with Sir Paul McCartney, The Late Late Show with James Corden, a legend appearing in a segment designed to go viral.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
Ellen Page calls out hateful leadership, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, an unexpected powerful speech during an interview.
The Vice President of America wishes I didn't have the love with my wife. He wanted to ban that in Indiana. He believes in conversion therapy.
Bernie Sanders slow jams the news, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, jamming the burn in a viral segment.
So what's your plan to bring us back to the future?
Well, let's start here. We need to enact Medicare for all.
Bill O'Reilly freaks out. Inside Edition. TV program host's off-air rant goes viral years later.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Number 1. Susan Boyle competes on a British talent competition, Britain's Got Talent.
All right, what's your name, darling?
My name is Susan Boyle.
Okay, Susan, where are you from?
I am from Blackburn near Bathgate, West Lothian.
It's a big town.
It's a sort of collection of villages. I had to think there.
And how old are you, Susan?
I am 47.
We've all heard the expression that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but there aren't that many famous examples of that idea being embodied by a single human being. If you asked us to come up with someone that best personifies this concept, though, we'd immediately have Susan Boyle's humble visage come to our mind.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by. When hope smiled, I
Taking Britain's Got Talent's stage in 2009 while dressed quite modestly and welcomed by a handful of chuckles, Susan soon got the chance to unleash her vocal talents with pipes that so surpassed expectations that everyone in the audience and watching from home, either on TV or later on their computer screens, were completely and pleasantly surprised. And it also hopefully all got us thinking and reflecting on our own previous preconceptions.
Okay, what better way to end things today than with YouTube's most viral videos? Yep, these are all the uploads that broke the darn internet.
What the Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 YouTube videos that broke the internet. For this video, we'll be looking at the most famous viral videos that were all anyone could talk about for months. Did we forget one of your YouTube favorites? Number 10. Skateboarding Dog, our Mickey Mouse. This 2007 video features the athletic stylings of a French bulldog named Tillman. As one of the coolest canines around, he captured the attention of many YouTube viewers in the early years of the website. Not only could he stand and balance himself, he could also ride a board better than most amateurs. To think that the moment is completely genuine made this bulldog an absolute superhero at the skate park. Beyond his original exploits on YouTube, he actually managed to secure a Guinness World Record for fastest 100-meter on a skateboard by a dog. In a long line of impressive animal tricks on the internet, Tillman's talents shine brighter than most. Number 9. Kids Interrupt BBC Interview, BBC News. Professor Robert Kelly never thought working from home would lead to this kind of attention.
Scandals happen all the time. The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me.
In a BBC interview, his comments on South Korean politics are quickly sidetracked by unlikely visitors. Leading the charge, his older daughter struts inside doing an adorable little dance, one of the many things that makes this video hilarious. His younger child is quick to follow, and it's safe to say Kelly is rather embarrassed.
My apologies.
What's this going to mean for the region?
Luckily, the BBC interviewer takes the moment in stride and the two laugh it off. Just as Kelly's wife swoops up the kids in an athletic move that would probably make most pro athletes jealous. Emphasizing the pros and cons of a home office, this viral moment is both endlessly cute and a happy accident. Number 8. 10 hours of walking in NYC as a woman, Rob Bliss. Few videos retain the same power and timeliness of their first release that this one does. This account of a woman walking through New York City captivated the internet upon its release. It's a basic setup and a basic concept, but its results are undeniably provoking. A regular woman strolls through neighborhoods of NYC as dozens of men approach and call out to her, demonstrating the reality that so many women face on the daily.
Hey, look at that! It's $5,000.
Though the video renewed the discussion about catcalling and verbal harassment, some also criticized the video for its generalizations, while others cited its potential slant towards showing mostly men of color in a negative light. At the very least, it generated a much-needed conversation about personal boundaries and misogyny.
No? Too ugly? What's up, man?
How you doing? Nice evening,
Number 7. Double Rainbow, Yosemite Bear 62. Nobody in history has been more excited about rainbows than this man.
Double rainbow. Oh my God. It's a double rainbow all the way. Whoa, that's so intense. Whoa, man. Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
One day in 2010, Paul Vasquez spotted a double rainbow in the sky and filmed it. Pretty simple, right? But the result is a relentlessly positive observation full of classic lines. While Vasquez's reaction was parodied many times, the original video just has this wholesome vibe that can't be beaten.
Whoa! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Woo! Oh my! Wow! Woo! Yeah! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my God! Look at that!
Whether or not it was intended as a statement about nature, the video is a wonderful appreciation of the world around us, one that clearly struck a chord with millions of viewers on YouTube. While the uploader has since passed away, his lasting contribution to internet history won't be forgotten.
Oh my God, what's it mean? Got me. Too much. Tell me what it means.
Number 6. Antoine Dodson Auto-Tune Mix, Schmo Yo-Ho. In 2010, Antoine Dodson famously delivered the performance of a lifetime in a local news interview about an intruder attacking his sister.
Had your kids, had your wife, and had your husband.
His candid reaction to the event went viral, and so did an auto-tuned remix by the Gregory Brothers. With its funny take on 2010's music trends, it's exactly the kind of video that you never knew you wanted.
Had your kids, had your wife, had your kids, had your wife, had your kids, had your wife, and had your husband, cause they raping everybody out here.
Dodson's delivery is already entertaining in the original video, but the song version manages to bring it to another level. To top it all off, the track even made an appearance on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. While some might find it ridiculous, most viewers recognize the remix's unexpected genius as a hilarious reinterpretation of the interview.
You don't have to come and confess, we're looking for you, we gon' find you, we gon' find you, so you can run and tell that, run and tell that, run and tell that, homeboy, homeboy.
Number 5. ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, Bill Gates. After being nominated by Mark Zuckerberg, fellow billionaire Bill Gates offers up his own spin on the ALS charity videos, and not without a dramatic montage for emphasis.
I'm glad to give to ALS. It's a great cause, but I want to accept this challenge. I want to do it better than it's been done. Been working on this, you know, got this design. There we go. Yeah.
He comes up with a water-dumping contraption with the intention to do it better than it's ever been done before. For being a tech mogul with loads of cash, Gates approaches the video in a very self-effacing way. Whether or not it's his original idea, it's nice to know that he has a sense of humor about himself. On top of everything else, the piece is one of many in a chain that helps support a deserving cause. With any luck, Gates's contributions compelled more people to donate towards ALS research. Number 4. Friday, Rebecca Black.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop, gotta catch my bus, I see my friend.
While it wasn't the most sophisticated song ever, Friday quickly became an ironic and viral sensation. the creators put singer Rebecca Black in a bizarre high school simulation that feels strangely alien and misguided in many ways.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, weekend. Friday, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
For example, there's a number of odd lyrical choices, including the indecisiveness of where to sit in a car.
Gotta make my mind up, which seat can I take?
There are so many highlights, in fact, that we often forget about the strange rap verse near the end. In Black's defense, she really didn't deserve what came of it. Not only was she incredibly young at the time, and her limitations as a performer might have been apparent, but it's fair to say that the songwriters weren't exactly assets on the project.
Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, weekend. Friday, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, 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 partying. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
Number 3. Harlem Shake, Bauer and Filthy Frank. When Bauer created the track Harlem Shake, he likely never imagined it would take on another life as a meme. Starting with a video from Filthy Frank, aka Pink Guy, a template for the next viral dance craze was born. In less than a minute, the electro tune takes on a whole different meaning.
Do the Harlem Shake.
Utilizing the bass drop in the song, the YouTube personality and his costumed friends make a dramatic change in their dance moves. The deceptively easy concept and execution is the stuff of internet legend. To the delight of viewers around the world, everyone from celebrities to athletes soon took part in the trend.
And do the Harlem Shake.
Number 2. Yanni vs. Laurel, Katie Hetzel. It was the dress argument all over again. No matter who you were at the time, you couldn't escape the talk over the Yanni or Laurel debate.
Laurel. 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 Laurel.
The actual history of the audio stems from a recording of the word Laurel, found by a high school student who just wanted to do her homework. Not long after that, a divisive poll video was posted that sent people into steaming arguments.
Okay, how many people here Laurel? How many people here Yanni? Again, yelling does not make more of you. You still are not as many people as the correct people, which are Laurel. It is Laurel. It's Laurel.
As the larger viral war raged, would-be detectives tried to justify their choice, and everyone from your aunts to the president had a take on the sound. Whether you're Team Laurel or Team Yanni, this is still one of the most memorable internet fights to date.
Laurel.
Okay, who heard Laurel? Who heard Yanni? Some people hear Laurel, some people hear Yanni, but all I hear is, sir, please turn off that phone until Mass is over. Of course, all internet trends have to come to an end.
Number 1. Gangnam Style, Psy.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Psy absolutely changed the music video landscape with Gangnam Style. In a string of entertaining images, the performer delivers a beautifully chaotic performance. If people didn't know K-pop before this song, they definitely did after seeing this visual masterpiece. The singer gallops his way into history in various locations and costumes that manage to be a constant source of joy.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Op, 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 op. Oppan Gangnam Style.
it's hard not to recognize this track's impact on culture, music, and YouTube videos in general. Psy's effervescent presence pushes it into the top tier of all-time viral hits. With bold colors and wild moves, Gangnam Style never fails to pack a satisfying punch.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this special look at all the moments that broke the internet. Thanks for watching. I've been Matt from Watch Mojo, and I'll see you next time.